call UFOs.
I ain't gonna get
That's what he's talking about.
I'm not gonna get into
That's what he's talking. I'm gonna show you that in the Bible.
I don't know.
No, you stay here. I'm gonna show you in the Bible. Those things exist.
Yeah, but y'all answered my question. You get into too deep.
When they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went.
Not right. What do you gotta have in order to sit down on a chair or sit on a throne?
God don't sit on a normal chair.
Look, he sit on the throne.
Well,
come here.
That's not a normal
chair. How do you sit though?
No. Actually, he doesn't sit. He want to give you an information. He want to allow you to see.
I beheld the throne for and the ancient of days did sit as snow.
What?
Whose garment was white as snow.
What's a garment? What you got your North Face on? You got your Chicago Bulls shorts on. Hey, you got your Discount Tires shirt on. Right?
If I had time,
hey,
I would love to
you got your drawstrings on your
If I had time, I would love. Let me just say this.
You got shoes, you got socks,
I would love.
you got glasses,
I would love to see it.
you got a body,
would
you got a
love to
terrestrial body, you got a celestial body.
We work with anybody and form coalition with anybody that has revolution on their mind. We might not be back. I might be in jail. I might be anywhere. But when I leave, you can remember I said with the last words on my lips that I am a revolutionary.
But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free. We want freedom by any means necessary. We want justice by any means necessary.
This is a revolution of God. This time that we're living in, the greatest time on earth, revolution. Spiritual and biblical revolution.
All right, hold on. What's your name,
Lord Sabbath.
Test your luck.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Happy Sabbath. You know today was the Lord's Sabbath day? I'm asking you a question.
You want to know what the Sabbath day is?
Yes.
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So what's today?
Saturday.
Right? Which is what?
The Lord's day.
The Lord's Day, okay? So you're supposed to be buying and selling on the Lord's Day?
I'm not buying or selling anything.
What you got
This.
in your cup?
I'm a diabetic. I'm a cancer patient. And I get thirsty, so I'm going to just buy something to drink to quench my thirst.
Look, why did you
I didn't help. Somebody bought it for
Why
me.
did you bring a cup?
No,
so
somebody
why
bought
did you
it.
let them sin for you then?
Food.
You let them sin. You allow them to buy something. You're not on
Yeah,
the
because I was thirsty. I asked for something to drink.
No. All you had to do, don't you know, you can get water.
I get water from anywhere.
At the restaurant, you can get water free, or you can bring your own drink.
Right.
Like some people,
So far,
I see some people that's out here.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. You're right. You're right.
I just want to make sure. That was a choice, but there's a willful sin too. Okay, so don't. Now you know
but
that.
He will forgive
don't do
me.
that.
But he will forgive me for that.
But don't do it no more. Though. That's the main thing. That's my job is to correct you.
To correct me.
You're good. Point,
All
okay?
right.
Understand? Okay. So now we get to your question real quick.
Yep.
First, before we get to this real quick, I want you to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 40.
Why are we going there first?
Because I'm going to show you. It's going to get to your question. Okay?
All right.
All right. So you ask about angels, right? So let's read this right here. Read what you got.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 40.
Bring it up.
There are also celestial bodies.
There are also celestial bodies, right? What's a celestial body?
A spirit being.
A spirit being, right? Don't you know the moon is a celestial body?
Right.
The stars, the sun, everything that's not from the earth is celestial. Okay?
All right, that is true.
And bodies terrestrial.
And bodies terrestrial. What's a terrestrial body? Terrestrial, it go with terrain. That means here on the earth, you got a terrestrial body. Okay? There's a terrestrial type of body, and there's a celestial type body, right, Reed?
But the glory of the celestial is one.
So the glory of the celestial one, you got one type of body, right? Reed.
And the glory of the terrestrial is another.
And your body is different, right? From the Most High's body.
That is correct.
From the angels' bodies,
That
right?
is correct.
Reed.
There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon.
Right, there's another glory of the sun. Remember, the sun is celestial. There's a different type of celestial of the moon.
So far,
right?
so good.
Reed?
So far,
And
so
another glory of the stars.
Right, that we see shine every night. Reed.
So far, so good.
For one star different from another star.
Right, from one star different from another. Just like the terrestrial, your body different from his body.
That is correct.
Right? Or
No argument on that.
Look, your body different from the so-called white man body.
No argument
Your
on
body
that.
got
I'm not
his
gonna.
body ain't got none.
I'm not gonna argue on
Right.
that.
Read.
I'm not gonna argue
One
on
star
that.
different from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead.
Also, there's the resurrection of the dead, right? Because you got the first death and you got the second death, right? That's gonna
That
come,
is
right?
correct.
Okay, that's correct, right? Okay, but you're gonna have some people that's gonna be resurrected.
Yeah,
Right?
because
That's gonna
all
resurrect with
is
Christ,
not going
right?
to die.
Right.
All is not going to
Read.
die. When he returns, all is not going to
It
die.
is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption.
Right, that's our mortal bodies, which is that terrestrial body. This body is brought up in sin, right?
I didn't want to get into the
What you got for me
politics.
there?
I didn't want to get into the politics.
Go. I want you to
each
go
individual.
back to Ezekiel real
Yeah,
quick.
go back to
so
that,
we're
go
gonna go
back,
to
yeah.
Ezekiel.
I didn't want to get into the
now,
politics.
No, this wasn't no politics. We're reading the Bible, right?
I know, but we're getting into various other subjects.
But we got to get to the point. You're not the only person I'm edifying. We edify everybody abroad that's listening, okay?
right,
Everybody got to be edified because everybody lost and destroyed over here in the congregation of the dead, okay? Because you in Babylon the Great. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 13.
Read.
As for the likeness of the living
It
creatures.
says, as for the likeness of the living creatures, right? So this is what Ezekiel, the prophet Ezekiel, he saw some creatures, right? Dark color on
But he
them,
didn't
okay?
give the description
You gotta
of the
you gotta let me
creatures.
finish
Right,
first.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you let the white man finish. When you go to school, you work at Discount Tires, you ain't gonna interrupt your customers.
okay.
So you came up here to ask a question.
I said okay.
Come get the answer. Come get the bread, bro. Hey, look. Hey, see? Come get the bread. Nah.
Their appearance was like burning coals of fire,
Read.
and like the appearance of lips, and went up and down among the living creatures.
Right, so now there's these things that go up and down amongst the living creatures, read.
And the fire was bright.
And the fire was bright, right? There's fire and flame around this thing here, right? I mean, this is what he's seeing, read.
And out of the fire went forth lightning.
Okay, out of the fire there was lightning in there, okay? There's lightning and stuff that's taking place. Just like you may see when a volcano erupts, there's lightning in that
Or a
smoke,
storm in
right?
the sky.
Or a storm in the sky, read.
And the living creatures ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning.
Right, I mean, they were fast. These things are moving quick. He like, dang, look at these creatures. Watch out, look how they moving. These are talking about angels are here, what he's
That
speaking
is
about,
correct.
read.
Now, as I beheld the living creatures,
Now as I beheld, as I look and see, read.
behold, one wheel upon the earth.
Right now I see a wheel upon the earth, right? You see something that's shaped like a wheel in a circle. A circular, like right now you see them rims riding by. You see something in that type of shape, but it's huge, okay, read?
By the living creatures, with his four faces.
But it's what?
With his four faces.
So now this creature that he's looking at got four faces, right? Meaning there's four heads on his face, right? Right, so you see something like that, what you gonna do? You gonna run. You gonna be scared.
Not necessarily.
Just like watching a movie, like you see something.
A lot of
you
things
see
don't
something,
fear me.
You gotta
I don't
remember,
fear a lot of
he's
things.
looking at something celestial, something that's out of this world.
I'm just
okay?
saying I'm a soldier.
So he's seeing
I don't
something
fear a
he's
lot of
never
things.
seen before.
Okay, good.
You see something you ain't never seen, it's gonna frighten you.
A little
Read.
bit. A little bit.
The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl.
The color of beryl. Beryl is a gem, okay? Which is like a green color, okay?
Yeah.
Like a teal green could be the color of the green. There's different shades of green, or it could be light, okay? Read.
And they four had one likeness.
And then the form had, all four of them had one likeness,
likeness,
right?
yeah.
Read.
And their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Right, so now he's looking, he said there's this wheel inside of another wheel. Okay, this round thing, there's another round thing in the midst of it. He's going into an angelic ship that he's talking about, what the so-called white man call UFOs.
I ain't gonna get into
That's what he's talking about.
I'm not gonna get into
That's what he's talking. I'm gonna show you that in the Bible.
I don't know.
No, you stay here. I'm gonna show you in the Bible. Those things exist.
Yeah, but y'all
This is what Ezekiel
But y'all
said.
answered my question.
No,
Y'all
I
did.
didn't
No,
answer
you getting too deep.
When they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went.
Right, they didn't turn wherever they went because this thing's been controlled by their brain, okay? And it go wherever it wants it to go. Read.
As for their reins, they were so high that they were dreadful, and the reins were full of eyes round about them four.
Right, they had eyes. These things had eyes all around, about me. They could
Where
see
these
everything,
creatures
right?
hide.
Read.
And when the living creatures went, the wheels went by them.
So wherever they went, look, Look, I want to go over here. Guess what? That thing, that's where the damn wheels went. That's where the ship went to. Think about it. It being here, there. Think about what the white man say when he go up. Think about what they say when they trying to shoot that thing or they trying to follow it. Then that thing end up right behind them in the split of a second.
Come on, y'all. We need y'all to subscribe to help us push. We got a lot of work to do in North Carolina. The Carolinas need this work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Carolinas need this work. So we need y'all to go and subscribe right now. Grab your finger, this one right here in particular.
Right.
Swipe the YouTube that you're probably already watching. Click the YouTube app.
Right.
Go to IUIC Raleigh page. Right up under there, it says subscribe. Click that button one time. Click that check. Subscribe to IUIC Raleigh.
Okay? Or be right here on the other side.
I can't talk about
They're trying to chase it.
I can't talk about
They
it.
can go faster than the
I know,
speed
I
of
can't
sound.
talk- I can't talk about it.
I'm talking about the white man can go faster than the speed of sound. He can break the sound barrel.
Yeah, we have broken the
Can't
sound
go
barrel.
faster than the speed of light.
I just said we have broke the sound.
And when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up.
So when they decide to go up, the wheels were lifted up. It's time to take off. Read.
Whithersoever the Spirit was to go.
Wherever the Spirit wanted to go, that's where the
I'm
ship
saying
wanted
you
to go.
answer my question, but
So I'm gonna ask you real quick. So what does the Most High God look like then?
God is a spirit being.
You say he's a spirit being, right? But does he have a body?
No.
You said no. Let's see.
doesn't
So now,
have-
before you leave, I want to
God
give you
does not
some
have-
information. I'm gonna give you this real quick. Read what you got.
I'm not gonna argue.
Daniel chapter 7 and verse
God
9.
does not have.
I beheld till the thrones were cast
So
down.
this is the prophet Daniel. Is Daniel a liar?
No.
No. So we're gonna read what Daniel said,
Hurry up.
okay? And say, look, come over here. I want you to hear this.
No,
It
just
says
hear it.
Daniel said, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, meaning all the kingdoms on the earth were cast down, okay? Everybody has their time to rule. This is the last kingdom to rule, okay, before Christ comes. This is Babylon the Great. Read.
No.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
The who?
The Ancient of Days did sit.
That's another name for the Most High God, is the Ancient of Days. He was here before there was days. He was here in the beginning. He said the Ancient of Days did sit. In order for you to sit, what you gotta have?
Bring it out.
Think about it. Remember, he said there's celestial bodies and there's terrestrial bodies. We know there's no terrestrial body. He got a celestial body, right? But this body can sit, right? So what do you gotta have to sit? Think about it. What do you sit down, right? What do you gotta have in order to sit down on a chair or sit on a throne?
God don't sit on a normal chair.
Look,
God don't sit on a normal chair. God don't sit on a normal chair. No. Actually, he doesn't sit. No. Actually, he doesn't sit. He wouldn't allow you to see
I
certain.
beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
did sit, brother. In your own Bible, it says the Most High God did sit. So in order for you to sit down, what you gotta have?
Bring it up.
What's your name?
My name is Michael.
Michael. What do you gotta have to sit down, Michael? If I give you a chair to sit down, how do you sit down? You gotta have a body to sit down, correct?
Bring it up.
You gotta have hind part. So God has hind parts, he got legs in order to sit down. But I'm gonna prove furthermore, read.
Whose garment was white as snow.
What?
Whose garment was white as snow.
What's a garment? What you got your North Face on? You got your Chicago Bulls shorts on. Hey, you got your Discount Tires shirt on. Right?
If I had time,
Hey,
I would love to
you got
sit
your
and
drawstrings on your
If I had
waist.
time, I
You
would
got
love.
shorts.
Let me just say this.
You got shoes, you got socks,
I would
you
love
got
to-
glasses,
I would
bro.
love to
Right.
sit.
You got a body.
I would
You got a
love to
terrestrial
sit
body.
down
God
all
got a
the time.
celestial body.
Right.
Read.
And the hair of his head.
Hold up. God got hair? Hold up for a minute there now. Hey, I'm talking to you, brother. Hey, brother, come here. Come have an A&B conversation.
I said if I had time, but no.
God, watch out for the man behind you. He said he got hair on top of his head.
The only question I
And in order
ask.
for you to have a head, you gotta have a body, right?
Bring it out.
To put garment on, or clothing on, you gotta have body. Read.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
Said the hair on his head like the pure wool, like the nappy hair that you got on top of your head that you can braid. His hair was woolly in texture, just like yours. Hey, the brother didn't bald his head, the sides of his head, like it'd be like George Jefferson, woolly and nappies like Homie the Clown. Okay? Read what you got.
His throne was like the fiery flame.
Said in his throne was like the fiery flame.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.